Hello guys, I'm Michael Cheek with Mike's Guitar Lessons. I want to play today, well, the song can be found a couple of different ways. You'll typically see it, I think, as Carol of the Bells, but there is a version that I'm playing from that the Trans-Siberian Orchestra performs. It's their arrangement, so they call it Christmas Eve, and then also there's a title called, it's called Christmas Eve Sarajevo. And basically, most of the note patterns are the same. They just kind of arranged it with electric guitars and things like that. So that's the version I'm playing off of. I want to take this first lesson just to show you a couple of the main riffs in the song. These are some good ones, but it's not all of the riffs. I'm just going to show you a couple because I'm kind of limited on time with this video. So let's go ahead and start on those riffs so that we can get them in. And I'm sure you'll probably recognize them. The first riff that we're going to play is this one here. Okay? Now that's the first riff. The other one that we're going to play is a simple one too. It basically just goes like this. Now there's more to it. Eventually you do the, all that stuff, but I'm going to have to save that for the second video. So let's go ahead and start on our first riff. What you're going to do is start off in the 5th fret of the A string. So remember, the A string is the 5th string from the bottom. So count up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you've got the A string. Now we're going to be in the 5th fret of the A string, and you're going to play that note. And I like to slide that note actually. So you're going to pluck that note in the 5th fret and then slide it up to the 7th fret. Okay? So that's not a real quick slide either, like you might be used to playing. You don't want to go, okay? You want to hang out on this note for just a second. Okay? Then we're going to switch with our 3rd finger. We're going to play the 9th fret of the D string. That's the very next string below it. So, and then play 9th fret on the D 2 times. Then you're going to play 7th fret on the D. Then you're going to play 10th fret on the A. Okay, so let's run through that again. Alright, continuing from there, we're going to play 9th fret on the A string. Then 7th fret on the A string. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we could use the E string here, but I'm just going to keep the amount of different notes limited, I'm going to just use this same 5th fret on the A string. Okay, so go down to 5th fret on the A string, and then come back up to the 7th fret on the A string. Okay, so putting that together, coming back up still again, so now we're going to play 9th fret on the A string, then 10th fret on the A string, then 7th fret on the D string, and our last note is 9th fret on the D string. I like to kind of vibrato that note. I'm following the pattern here again on Christmas Eve Sarajevo by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And that part there is really played by, I believe it's a cello at the beginning of the song. So we're kind of copying the riff that they're playing. But I kind of like the way it sounds on guitar. So let's go ahead and go through it again. I'm going to call out the string name and the fret too. So here we go. 5th fret on the A string, sliding to 7. Then 9 on the D. 2 times, then 7 on the D, then 10 on the A, 9 on the A, 7 on the A, 5 on the A, back to 7 on the A, then 9 on the A, 10 on the A, 7 on the D, and last note is 9 on the D string. Okay? It gets changed a couple of times in the song, and you know, they mess around with the notes a little bit, but that's the basic structure of it. So if you learn that one and you go to the website that I have, mikesguitarlessons.com, you can see the other ways they kind of play with it. But learn that way, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different part of the song and give you this other riff too, because there's other things that come in between this and the next riff I'm about to show you, but I like this one a lot, so I wanted to put this one on YouTube so you guys could check it out. Now, this one is actually a very simple riff. You just basically have 3 notes, 3 separate notes. So you've got the 12th fret on the G string, again, which is the 3rd string from the bottom, 11th fret on the G string, and 9th fret on the G string. So everything's on the G here, and what you're going to do is play 12, then 11, then back to 12, and then 9. Okay? Now what happens is you play that 4 times, and then a higher one comes in that's a harmony to it, and it actually sounds awesome if you've got somebody else who can play that part. I suggest checking out the other videos so you can get that harmony part in there too, because it sounds really good together, and then you go into the other sections. So this is actually, if you have anybody else who at least maybe plays piano or something like that, but another guitar would be great, learn both parts and you guys can play together. So one more time, just to show you what the riff is again. 12th on the G, then 11 on the G, then 12 on the G, and then 9 on the G. And I like to vibrato that last note, but you don't have a real long time, so you got to do it quick. Okay, that's how many times you would play that riff before going into the next longer riff that you would have. But 4 into that one, the higher harmony part comes in. So I'm probably running somewhere close to 10 minutes now. I'm not timing myself, so I better cut it off. But again, if you want to find this video and all my other videos, because I am doing other videos for this song, you can go to www.mikesguitarlessons.com, check it out.